Okay. Ito ang, you can see, this is a map made by a certain Vincenzo Coronelli. Nakalagay dito, Isol delle Indi. Ang translation yan, Islands of Indi. Pilipini, Molucci, Molucas yan. De la Sonda. Sonda yung Sonda Channel. Venice, 1690. And you can see the lightness of the Philippines. And you can see also the demarcation lines establishing the territory of each country. This was as early as 1690. And this is the territory being recognized to the Philippines, to demarcation line. This is the island of Hainan in China. Pakibaba nga ng konti para makita ang China. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ito ang Hainan. Ito ang... Tama na. Hainan. Ito ang Vietnam. Tapos, I think, dito pa lang as early as that, itong group of islands ito ang Spratlys, the way we know it now. And you can see, these little islands that at that time were already discovered were included inside this demarcation line associated with the Philippines. Wala pa ang Scarborough Shoals dito. There is an indication and there is no mention of China with respect to the sea between the Philippines and Vietnam, which we now call the South China Sea or West Philippine Sea. Okay? Ito ang Indian Ocean, Mare del Indi. Ito, Indian Ocean dito. And they seem to be calling all of this part as, ito man, Indi del Gange. I don't know what that means. But again, this is India del Gange. Ito into China at that time. Yung next, next map. Ito, this is now the map that we were able to extract from the Manila Bulletin, published in 1734 by a map prepared by Father Pedro Murillo Velarde, obviously a Spaniard. Carta Hydrographica, hydrographic meaning water, and Choreographica de las Islas Filipinas, the Philippines. Ito, Pilipinas. And here you can see very visible already now what we call the Panatag Shoal or Scarborough Shoal. This one, Zambales, 1734. So again, this is one proof that as early as that time, this part of the sea is already being associated with the Philippines. Next. Ito naman ang Spratlys. Ito yung tinatawag na 9 dash lines which China, even in 1947, during the time of the Kuomintang, unilaterally called as their sea. They declared that this is their sea without establishing the coordinates. You know, the position of China right now is that this claim is not backed up by coordinates. It's an indefinite, undefined claim. It doesn't say, somebody know, how many miles away from the Philippines, how many miles away from the coastline of Vietnam. And I understand that the reason for this is they want to make their claim general, so it will be very difficult to question them. Ito yung ano nila. Now, ito naman ang ating exclusive economic zone. And you can see that most of the Spratlys, practically half of it, is within our exclusive economic zone. And Scarborough Shoal is within our exclusive economic zone. Now, one principle that is followed in UNCLOS is that it is not the sea that projects the island. It is the island that projects the sea. In other words, before you can claim sea, you must claim island. There is no way that you can claim sea without owning an island. And that is the 9-dash line is a violation of that principle because there is no basis for that. There is no island that China is using as a basis for this 9-dash line. Unlike in our case, when we make a claim, it is always a projection from an island. For example, exclusive economic zone follows the general pattern of our coastline. Territorial sea around the Spratlys would be based on the island, our claim on the island. The Scarborough Shoals is also another issue. Vietnam follows the same principle, that it is the island that projects the sea and not the other way around. Yung next natin. Ito naman yung ano. Now, these are the 4 options that we studied in the technical working group when we discussed what we now call Republic Act 9255. Option number 1, baseline ang Scarborough, regime of islands ang Spratlys. Option number 2, the traditional baselines of the country, regime of islands ang Scarborough, regime of islands ang Calayan Island Group. Option number 4, all are the Spratlys would comprise part of our baselines, regime of islands ang Scarborough Shoals. And then option number 4, which was the option that we adopted, using Scarborough Shoals as a baseline, so that the sea between the Scarborough Shoals and the Philippines would form part of our territorial sea, and using the Spratlys as our baseline, so that all the sea between the islands that we claim and the coastline of Palawan will be part of our territorial sea. Ito yan, this is the one. Option number 4. But after we came out with this, of course, as I mentioned earlier, there was a terrific pressure on coming from the Department of Foreign Affairs to revise our bill outside of committee work. In fact, Congressman Cuenco at that time objected to this, that this was a violation of the committee principle being used by Congress, that things should be discussed outside the committee. So finally, ito ang ilagap natin, itong regime of islands. Pakiano nga yung regime of islands yan? Ano? Ito, regime of islands. Option number 2. Ito, Scarborough Shoals and the islands that we claim in this Spratlys. Pakiano nga yung isa pa? Yun ang original namin. Okay, sa sunod. Sunod, yung sa UNCLOS. Ito ang regime of islands. An island is a naturally formed area of land surrounded by water which is above water at high tide. In other words, hindi lumulubog during high tide. Rocks which cannot sustain human habitation or economic life of their own shall have no exclusive economic zone. Walang exclusive economic zone which extends up to 200 nautical miles. Next, please. Pakababa natin yung nakikita yung provision. Ito, section number 2. This is what I was talking about. Section number 2, section 2 of Republic Act 9255 clearly indicates that Calayan Island Group and Baho de Masinloc are regime of islands. Although we objected to this, we adopted this, and it is now in our Republic Act 9255. They are clearly indicated as part of Philippine territory, treated as regime of islands. And as I said, when this came out, it was merited only a mild response from the Chinese embassy, not from the